What's up, everybody? It's me, James, again with another video, Slip Joint Guy. So as you can see in the title, I have once again ran into a problem with case. And here's the thing: this is my fiance's knife. She ordered it. She ordered it off of Amazon, I guess. So she brings it to me and says, "Look at this." And I said, "Yeah, I'm not surprised." And so this is one of my biggest complaints I have with case. This is the new one that she ordered. This is fresh out of the package, right? This is the new, I think, Caribbean Blue Bone. And I seen somebody online saying they got a good one. And because I was like, oh, that's about to be my next purchase, even though, you know, all this bullcrap doctor stuff happened. I ain't buying anything as of right now because I have no idea what the future lies for me financially. So, but you know, my girl or fiance, she ordered it for herself, and you know, she's disappointed, and rightfully so. So here's the thing: I want to show you. I'm literally going to show you because here's the thing: case. I've heard it said. I've heard it like this: case is either on it or they're off it, and they've been off of it since last year. To be honest, I've returned so many Case Barlows, and yeah, I like Case. I don't want to see him go out of business, but when I see something like this is ridiculous. And the reason why this is ridiculous, this knife apparently was like $70 shipped, you know, with shipping or whatever, taxes and everything. $70. The GEC 74s that are just out now, like those, whether the Mustangs or something, I seen those going for like 80 something dollars. So literally for $14 more, you can get a knife that's actually worth the money. Why would you pay? Why would you pay so much money for something that is equal to a Rough Rider for 14 bucks? It's so stupid. And this is what I'm saying. Case needs to step this up, and they don't unless when you order the knives, you call them and complain and have them fix it. Which is, I don't know if she will do that or not, but because if you send it back to the distributor, I know this from experience, right? If you send it back to the seller takes it back to the distributor sits on it and sells it to somebody else, and then they sell it to somebody who ain't as picky as us. So here's the thing: I want to show you what clean these up. I kind of work on one hand here. I was going to make a video about russlocks too, but it turned into this. Go figure. This is an older case russlock. You see the back? You see any gaps? There is none. If it looks like there is, there isn't. Trust me. No gaps. No gaps. The blade's pretty center too. See that? No gaps. Very nice. In case, I hope you're watching because you need to step it up. This one is really cool. And this is why I was going to make a video. I'm one-handed right now, so open the knife. Check that one out, man. It's a limited edition. This used to belong to my uncle. So let me clean the back of it. So I can't polish these right now, so no gaps. No gaps. Is the blade kind of, yeah, leaning a little bit to the right, but it's also got a liner lock in it, you know. You got to remember that there's a liner lock there. So it's going to appear to be leaning to the right. All right. This is another one that I love. This one I've actually been carrying. All right. Any gaps? No. And that's how rustlocks were. Like, rustlocks have been like this for a while now. Pretty center, ain't it? That blade, right? Just a pretty knife. So here's the one that she got today. All right, here goes. Check this out. Look at that. Gap City all the way. Gap City all the way around. Bolster doesn't care. Look at that, man. What a freaking joke. WOBBLE & Sons. Quality. Now here's the thing. If you buy it from Case, they'll take it back. If you buy it from like somebody from eBay or Amazon, you might be stuck paying shipping. And if you call Case, you'll have to pay for shipping to ship it back to get it fixed. And if you find a knife like this, they'll have a hard time fixing it, because I ran into this problem once before, last year or the year before, with one of her knives again. And I shipped it back and it came back looking like crap. So, and another thing is, there was some compound left here on the knife. And when I talked to the quality guy for the case, he's like, they put him through a steam cleaner, and that's why he said sometimes that could be why, you know, the scales open up and make gaps, because it hasn't had time for it to cool down or something and close these gaps. And that's honestly just bullcrap. I can't even squeeze that back together. Yeah, it's screwed. Look at that. Gap City. Gap City. Oh yeah, the blade is almost touching the liner. Look at that. Now here's another thing. You open it up, which you could do one-handedly, and you're probably not going to be able to want to use my thumb in this. I'm going to lay my hand down here on the table. It's got hella blade wobble. So if you're one of those people that aren't very picky about the gaps, and there actually is people who don't care about that. I am one person that hates it. The blade wobble will get you, trust me. Nobody likes that. So I don't know if I can figure out a way to show it to you. You can see it moving there. So, and of course, that passes case inspection, because according to them, I can feel that, but according to them, that's normal. You know, that passes their inspection. It's a joke. Now, here's the thing. I got a comment like a week ago when I recorded a video about the Standard Knife Company. The guy says, "You bash Case to death, and now they're okay to sell?" And I'm like, no, this was a case made in 2009. Buy at your own risk. And I mean that. Don't buy a Case knife unless they have a free return policy, period. Because the chances you get a dummy is pretty high, because Case still hasn't learned. Or Chinese quality at American prices. I mean, this is the culprit that killed me. Killed my finger. There's no gaps. This knife was like $80-something or $90. This one here, you know, this is the zebra knife. Zebra? What am I talking about? Unicorn ivory. This is not that much more expensive than that. The problem is mass production. They probably have a bunch of temporary workers. The virus is not the problem, because this was happening before the virus hit. And it's just, there's no excuse for it. They do it because they can get away with it. And if you Case lovers like me, I love Case. I don't like bashing them, but here it is. I'm just telling you, I like Case. I want Case to be as good as GEC. It probably won't ever happen. Okay. Again, anyway. But, and don't forget, some of their higher end, like the Case Classics and stuff, they were made by Queen. Okay. Under the Bill Howard umbrella, you know, when Bill Howard was part of Queen. So those knives were decent. You can see that's kind of frosty. Are these frosty? Yeah, they're a little frosty. A lot more polished though. So it might be a moot point to make there. But look at this, man. You got blade wobble. But these gaps are just really, they're unacceptable, man. Look at that. So all you Case guys who will probably thumbs down this video, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but your favorite brand is not what it used to be. This used to be my favorite brand too, you know, before Shat Morgan. And now Shat Morgan's closed, so I'm down to, you know, Queen, or not Queen, GEC. And this is just unacceptable. This is the quality that I like. This is the quality they can make. Quality control needs to step it up, or they need to tighten up their manufacturing, because, you know, they advertise that they're handmade. They're not. I mean, they're hand finished. There's some parts that are hand put together, but this is a handmade knife. And in my last video, you can see at the end of the video where they're talking about, where I'm talking about, what do they call them things? Old timers. Charade said a machine can't duplicate handmade quality or something like that in our advertisement. And it's freaking true. This is a GEC. This is a real handmade knife. This is a case. It's probably 70 or 80% machine, and then the rest is handmade, or really hand finished. Not exactly completely sure, but they use it as an excuse. The problem is it's handmade. Bull crap. That's handmade, and we don't have problems with GECs like we do with case. You know, sorry. I mean, I could be wrong about how much of it's handmade and what's machine made, but I do know that there's less steps to make this knife by hand than there is a GEC. So, and you can't replace the human eye with these machines. This is the quality you get. And they can step it up. They can do better. They know they can, except that they don't want to do that. They don't want to put that involved. So anyway, I love Case. I want to see Case do better. You know, I'm not bashing them. This is a warning for you, I guess, the viewer. If you buy a new one, make sure they have a return policy, because you'll probably use it. See you next week.